What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Itz-Beez-Da TrackStar, and welcome back to another dancehall video tutorial. Now, I want to mix a rhythm for your client, like I say, Bryco. You know what I mean? So, I done this a long fucking time ago, to tell you the truth. But we are getting it out of the way today, and whatever, you know what I mean? Video is brought to you by JADrumSupply.net. Of course, your one-stop shop for any your dancehall production needs, you know what I mean? Be it mixing, mastering, drums, kicks, snares, or whatever. JADrumSupply.net. You understand? So we're getting that. So my mix I want from the drums. I start with the drums and work my way up. You understand what I say? So that's how I do approach the one. So what I do first is I just go through and turn off all of the VST them, you know what I mean? So that everything will have color. Left all of the grey thing them. And we don't mix all of the drums and all of that stuff first, you know what I mean? So if we play this, we're supposed to only have be a drum sound. Yeah, I can hear a wobble on the second bass note, so we have to go look into that and fix that and see what the fuck I go on this, so. But outside of that, everything else kind of sounds standard, you know what I mean? So let's start with the 808 and go correct the problem away on my ear. So if my solo this on the mixer. Alright, hold on. I can hear the wobble. Alright, so main reason is to have the 808 I play two different octave, right? So I'm gonna do is I feel like it's a mistake. Not sure. I seem to have slide notes everywhere else. So I'm gonna do is just turn this in a slide note right there. So I feel like this note probably supposed to slide the other way. So what I'm gonna do is swap them around. Drop that on octave, raise that on octave. What I'm gonna do as well is I'm gonna take this note. Yeah, I feel like that's how it's supposed to go because it kind of get rid of the wobble one did I hear. So if we listen to it without the slide. Alright, so let's just play it like this first. If anything, we go back to it. So it's an 808, so I don't really need to do kind of too much. Just a little bit of shaping. Don't feel like don't feel like it need no distortion or not like that. So I'm not gonna add none right this second, but once we start bringing more elements, we see if it need some sort of additional harmonics and all of that type of shit. So for right now we're good. I'll just do a small 48 dB roll off at 30 hertz. So and delete that one now. Pick the frequency. So I got 30. And then we don't roll off probably everything under or everything above 7800 or 7.8K. Then that's for the 808. So if we listen to it without a note, that's without. That's with. You can hear it kind of just sound a lot more potent with the EQ on it because it'll get rid of all of the mud below 30 and above the 7800. So that without it and that with it. Like this range right there, so just really stand out more, which is kind of perfect. So that's cool for right now. Going to the kick. Okay, so the 808 up overpower the kick, you can hear it. So we have a couple different ways we can address the problem we're going. So the first way is we don't kind of shape the kick tonally first, meaning we just EQ it a certain way. So I use the stock FL Studio EQ for this. Right click, kick EQ, custom preset. Feel free to copy it if you want. So listen to the difference I'm making at the kick. Take out the top end, the snap or the inner the kick, and just bring up the bottom end and make it a little bit fatter. So that's part one. Part two, we don't run this through. It's like a slight distortion just to add some harmonics to it. And I'm gonna really do too much, so I'll go crush pack and we'll go dirt. Introvert issue I go on bros. Alright, so if we listen to it without this, that's it. With it. And that's it in a just stock. We not really even do nothing to it, just loading the plugin on the channel, you know what I mean? So that's cool. What more do is more route this as a side chain to the 808, and then we'll put a compressor after the EQ if you do the side chaining. So need to tell it to get the signal, or tell it where to get the signal from. So we'll go steer a side chain, right click and go kick. So now the 808, now I'm going to overpower the kick so much the kick, though kind of the overpower the 808 for a split second. Like I can see it, I carve out the little room. So if we play them together. You know what I mean? Which is cool. And if we want more, we can either increase the side chain level, or we can just increase the kick volume itself. Or what we can also do is we can increase the, hold on 1 second, because I think that start piss me off. Alright, so me did I use a limit upon my voice, but for whatever reason it now function like it's supposed to, so I just use some else. So my voice does sound a little bit different, but that's fine by me, as long as everything will work how it's supposed to. Just put this -10, and then put the ceiling to -1. Okay, cool. So same level, it just does sound a little bit different harmonic wise because we take off the compressor. So that's that. So now what we did there, kick on 808. So that are the after, if you played it before. And if you take out the fob filter, I mean, you notice how the kick kind of just, they get eat up by the 808, and you don't want that. You know what I mean? If you turn on the side chain, you know, the 808 kind of behave itself whenever the kicker play, and then vice versa. So, snare. And then the echo you kind of hear because my headphone they're close to the mic, so sorry about that. Cool. All right, so I'm gonna run this through the Waves SSL channel, not just the EQ. Because I kind of want to use the compressor, so rather than just add them one by one, I just use the entire channel. No stereo tricks that go on with this, so I just left this mono. And if this look confusing, it's not. It's just a gate compressor and an EQ channel strip, pretty much. So and a filter. So that's the first thing I would use. So I'm gonna filter out everything up to 60 hertz, and everything above 19K. So let's take out most of this. I'll mute my mic and see what I go. Alright, so to get the snare a little bit thicker now, there's left the filter, we'll go into the compressor bias and the dynamics. And we just watch the meter right so we'll look for about 3 dB to 6 dB of compression. So let's start. So ratio, we'll go 3:1. Threshold. The threshold on them SSL compressor are kind of different. The numbers not kind of match up with like a regular compressor. So like -5 on a regular compressor, that probably be like -10, -15, because this are kind of calculate different. So don't really pay too much attention to the number them. Release wise, we don't go with the fastest release we can get. We don't want a fast attack, but we want a really fast release. So play and compress. So we already get 3 dB. Alright, so we get about 6. Cool. Alright. This whole section right that says a EQ. So we have the low, the mids, the highs, the mids, and the lows that are the green, blue, and the red. And then the bottom part down here so it's just a low filter. Or actually, the bottom part of the low, the blue part are the low mids, green are the high mids, the red are the high frequency them. So if we crank this, you know what I mean? So let's take out a little at the top end, right around 6K, add back some, widen it up a little bit. As far as the lower frequency, them go right around 200, now boost by 3. Without it. Alright, so I kind of just realized about the sound itself is a stereo sound. When I turn off the plugin, I notice it get a little bit wider, a little bit bigger. So what I do if I kind of get around that is more just save the preset what I work on right now. Put 223. And then what I do is reload this plugin. No, what I need to do is save it in the waves itself. So let's go put into preset menu, and we'll just save this as Bryco. I'll go snare. And then I reload the stereo version to the plugin. I just realized that the mono version kind of fuck with the sound itself. So let's change this out. So I have SSL channel right stereo. Then we can load the preset. So we have everything where we spot we're in there. So if we listen to the signal now, cool. Alright. So let me say we lose about 6 dB. Compression wise, we only want back 3 dB. Now if we play before and after. I mean just pop out that much more, you understand? So slow that down. Let's go into the second snare. Cool. Hi-hat. Load brown motion. Brown motion. And you know we don't do this already. Get that. Go mix 100. Solo. I don't even have to solo it. We got panel 2. We'll change this from 1 bar to 2. We'll change the width a little bit and we'll change the depth. So due to have the what do you want to call this thing the second hi-hat, right? I'm more do is more route it directly into that channel because more use the same plugin, but I don't want to really use 2 different instance of the plugin and it really make no sense if I already have it and them I do the same thing. So why I do it, it just pan the hi-hat around and move it from left to right in a circle. You know what I mean? So all I have to raise the volume. To sound effect. Yeah man, correct everything up man. Blessings bro. Yeah man, I can really kind of just focus back on my rim them dog. So I'm in a drop none of blood like they want to get it out of the way dog. So finally get that shit out of the way. Alright, so we have the sound effect right there. So let's take this song a notch, run this through an EQ, just to kind of filter out some stuff. Then that should be the last part of the perks we can bring in. Bring in some of the melody, you know. So let's right click on this dynamic, bring these in a little bit. Have a nice little tail on it as well. Like a bit too long for my taste, so let's fade that out. Perfect. Let's start bringing some of the melodic elements. So we have the main pluck, which is this. So make this as wide as we can. As is at the main, I want that visible or noticeable at all times. So first one running through the Crave EQ. To me, second best EQ on the market. Our digital parametric EQ next to the Pro Q3. The only thing I wish them they'd have like the Pro Q3 is the automatic filter and them stuff there. Like on the Pro Q, I have to just double click towards the edge. I'm gonna get the filter slope. So just some little things like that. But outside of that, this EQ is really, really good. To tell you the truth. Alright, so so take a little bit of this right here. So make sure so we have we have a bell curve. I want to put this at 36 dB per octave. And let's raise up some of this right here. So and then we'll use a plugin I'm gonna really kind of want touch for tell you the truth, because it's a tricky little plugin more while it will freeze the fucking session. I'm not really like that about it, so kind of have to just use it with a grain of salt. That are the ST1 imager, which to me is the best one on the market. In a this style, as a direct imager. Isotope have a really, really good one. But that's more of a multi-band. This is just kind of everything in a one package and better than the S1 from Waves to me. So alright. Next melody. Alright, so because them kind of similar, the pun one, just to kind of add a little bit of different feel to them. Then the second one, with kind of EQ a little bit more drastic, some kind of filter more. I mean, so them really go well together. That's cool. Next song, pretty much the same treatment. No compression needed, just EQ, EQ, and EQ. Let's bring this back. Alright. For this, I'm not going to use the S1, I'm going to use the FL Studio stock imager. And you know, the preset I love, delay. Kind of get that sound for sound a little bit bigger like that. Just wide and open. So I'll share them together. Yeah, dog. And I just did a watching video because I brother I'm not too like either, but it's a cool youth, bro. Why must it make sense to brother? Because YouTube kind of, you know, them really try this corporate shit. You understand what I say, brother? And them a low side say are the people them what they on the platform make the platform, bro. We make the fucking big advertiser them a run come in now and dash for money upon YouTube, brother. Cause when they first start out, and I when just fun, you know what I mean, and people just a share their video. Nobody in there running and a chat about, yeah man, more advertise on this and this and this and that, and you know what I mean. And the bigger them get is like the more corporate them a get, brother. You can't barely cuss on YouTube. What I mean, them can go fuck off with that still, because me as a man, brother, I'm cussing almost every other sentence, you know what I mean. So it's just one of them things there, brother. I definitely understand what I say, bro. You know what I mean? And if it ever come to that when me feel like I say, yo, I just a time for cut, then I cut same way, because them really depend some, they want some level of control what not even makes sense, brother. You know what I mean? It's just ridiculous, bro. And just like him say, if you reach out to them because you have a problem, brother, them not even know respond. So you understand what I say, definitely. I'm a supporter of him for sure. So another trick, you never hear this from me. So there's a common misconception when it comes on to bus compressor. Your bus compressor is supposed to go on first before you even start billy rhythm. You know what I mean? That's the first thing what's supposed to do upon your rhythm or upon your master bus. It's supposed to on 24/7. You know what I mean? Because in a real life, that's exactly the case. I'm always on. I'm never off. You know what I mean? So that's what it's supposed to do. A lot of people don't do that. A lot of people just do whatever them feel like and feel like, yeah, that's it. But it's not how it's supposed to be. So I turn this on now rather than wait. I look for 3 dB of compression. Next song. All right, so this needs some EQ. Definitely need some EQ. So let's take out up to 210. But we'll change the slope so we can bring back some of the lower end. And then add 2 look at dynamic bands. Upon this to the right or to the left. All right, for this, I want it to have a little bit of movement. Don't want it too stagnant. And for that, I'll use Panman. Go ahead, Skull. Yeah. I'll go pendulum, I'll go half, I'll go smooth, and we'll change the rate like that. So I have a little bit of movement on it. Okay. Next pattern. Okay, so this is one of the pattern from the intro. So let's take this, come back out. Like so. Cause is for the intro. They'll create a bus. So let's rename this reverb. And change the name. What the fuck? Change the color, purple. Route this to the mixer track master bus only. I'll take the expand sound without setting it in here. So turn it down for right now. Put a lock on it. Reverb I'm gonna use is the Valhalla Hall or the Valhalla Vintage but on a hall preset. So we have a concert hall of 1980s. Bridge this so it can function proper. No pre-delay. Small this up. And then if you calculate the reverb time, of course, is 60,000 divided by the tempo. So 600, 300, 150. So we'll use 3 in this case, yeah. And then EQ this. So it's a bass heavy sound. So when I really want to kill out too much of the bass, definitely want to clean it up. So I'll use a wide slope, but when I want to take out too much, so let's go up to 120. So that's too much, so let's change the slope. Nope, let's just come back to 95. Let's increase the volume. And then let's turn up the reverb. All right, so we have an issue. That's cool. So we have this little click, like a sound effect. Let's accentuate that a little bit. Use the reverb to kind of make it a bit bigger than what it is. Same thing with this effect right there. So let's use the reverb, make that a little bit bigger. Cool. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'll reinforce the drums. Now I hear them by themselves, even though them knock right with the 808, it knock like how I would want it. So let's go. Yard vibes, kick, clean, new channel. Or literally just copy the pattern and paste it. So when I have to change nothing, we just have to put this on the mix, and we'll put it on the same channel 4. Let's solo that out real quick. So what I can do now is I can take off the kick EQ, the parametric EQ, because we have a heavier kick. Not even have the dirt turn on no more. Because we have a heavier kick, so we don't really need too much more to drive it. No, enough skull for tell you the truth. Sound quality. If me understand your question correct, so it's mixing what gives you all the instruments such a professional sound quality. Not necessarily, bro. Because a lot of the times the instrument them mix already, and I mean, but they mix to somebody else liking. So when you get it, you probably want it sound a certain way. So it's kind of like a yes and no. Yeah, it give you a professional sound when you mix it, but that's only because you get it to sound like what you want it to sound like. All of them sound are already mixed to a certain degree. But when you get it and you put like a final polish on it, or end product, I guess then I can say yeah, it's a professional. It's more of a professional quality, yeah. But it's not always the case because, like I say, all of them file somebody mix them already. You know what I mean? It just mixed to how them like it, and when you mix it over, you just mix it to how you like it. So. Yeah, cause 90% of the time, bro, outside of just EQ and compression, it's all about balance. You understand what I say? The feed of them and panning and all of that type of stuff. That's really what you're doing in a mix. Cause sometimes you can even mix a rhythm without even really doing too much outside of EQ and compression. You really just try shape the sound, forget it for sound good with everything else what you have with it. You know what I mean? So a lot of the time it really come down to just balance, literally just finding the right volume levels for everything. Alright, so 808 kind of get overpowered with the 2 kick. So I'm always change the side chain level to 10. Alright, cool. So them can just sit down with it. Then we have this last sound from Tal, which is the default preset. So let's check out that. Alright. So this is now where you left out a mixing and you're gone in a sound design. I like the sound. So the first thing I'm gonna do is more EQ the sound. Because I hear potential feet. Now, remember now, my rhythm, this is a rhythm what Bryco send me for mix. So now, I listen to this sound right there, so. But it just sounds dry, you know what I mean? It don't sound too energetic and exciting. So what I'm gonna do is get rid of some of the bass because we have a bunch of instruments that play bass. And we left a gritty feeling there to it because I like that. So we'll get rid of some of the bass, but I'll send it to the reverb. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a delay. Let's rename this. Even though I did already blood clot name it. So let's put a lock on that. The delay I'm gonna use is from Soundtar. It's called Echo Boy. Yeah, man. Everything but the samples, Kirk. Because I know some of them rhythm there, me don't eventually finish, but I don't know why you have to pay me no money, and I mean it's more of a just credit because I don't want you ever get in a situation where you might use the sample and build a rhythm and then you upload it to YouTube and it get flagged or whatever, you know what I mean, and then send it to as long as me get a credit, you don't have to be nothing. I don't have to know, like I say, I don't have to know money, you don't have to pay me for nothing or whatever. As long as there's like a credit to it, once the distributor I'm work with, once them see that them will release any type of flag or anything off of the audio. So yeah, them royalty free. You don't have to really pay me no money. As long as there's a credit there for the samples, you know what I mean? Anything else, that's whatever the fuck you want to do with it. The MIDI, the loops and all of that type of shit. Just to sample them. All right, so I want like a ping pong type of triplet sound, hard to describe but easy to make. So let's turn this down a little bit. So let's switch this to ping pong, or change one side to 8 note, one side to quarter note. All right, so that's not good enough. Let's go down to quarter note. 8 note and 16 note. Sorry about that. So let's go time note, 8 note, 16 note. Exactly what I'm going for. Then one thing I'm like about this delay, it have multiple, like it options endless. So I can add like a type of delay to it. So I'm gonna go digital, I'm gonna go analog delay actually, or analog chorus. Oh, I like the digital chorus. So let's increase the input, increase the output, turn up the saturation. Then we can also tweak it and turn up the width. So make it as wide as possible. So now if we take a listen to the before and after. That was the sound before the reverb and the delay. Reverb, delay. Understand? So perfect. So back in at the track now. Just need to find a good place for it. Alright, so I make it play through while I go through and tweak individual sound and listen to any type of mistake or making the arrangement. Alright, so everything kind of sound good. The one thing I might change or what I want to change is the 808. Change the envelope. Try and make it more stable. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I got you wanna listen out for the individual elements, you know what I mean, and make sure somebody can hear everything while go on. If sitting too low, I'm bring it up a little bit. If it's too loud, then me, you know what I mean. Or if two sound a clash, I might pan one a little bit more left, more right, or something like that. Just see the either way to come on, so we have a different pattern that are going on, so. Okay. What the fuck? Yeah, so we have a different data with this. That's why the fucking wobbling at once. Let's turn this off, lock it. Perfect. Problem solved. Yeah, you can do it. I know a whole heap of people do. I'm the spear like that. Definitely not recommended. If you have a slow drive, if you have a nice solid state or quick and fast, you know what I mean, that's perfect. It's fine. And if your DAW allow you to install a VST on a separate drive, like FL20 allow you to do that. You know, you can add a million different plugin folder and all of that with FL20. So if that are the case, then yeah, that's absolutely fine, bro. Yeah, 'cause most of my VST them they on one drive, and then the library and the bank them they on other drives. Some VST now gonna give the option, but most of them give the option. So it's really where you want to put it. Alright, somebody don't bounce this and master it, but more just master it here, man. So need to load up a couple of things. So first we need another EQ. I'm gonna need two limiter. The first one is going to be the L2 from Waves. And lastly, go use K-Clip from Kazrug. Okay, so let's put the waves after, before the K-Clip. Let's put the FOB filter before both of them. And we'll just use the same preset I'm use on the first instance of this one I have on the master bus, which same preset, the master filter will take out anything below 30, anything above 19,650. You know, the waves EQ, because we're already so close to 3, if you listen to it, are so close to 0. And I mean, already I hover around them place. So one module is going -2. And then we'll put the threshold about -5 and adjust as we go along. We'll do a really quick release and attack because we have another limiter. So I don't really want this to do too much work. So now, all this have to do the K-Clip, is get another dB or so. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. The last plugin I'm going to put on this is the FOB Filter Pro L2. Yeah, man, dark skull, no problem, bro. And we don't make sure say this set. Pay no attention to the LUFS. We don't even need that right now. So now switch this to crisp. No, actually, we'll switch this to tube. Ceiling would all set -0.3, like so. Equal 5 threshold -3, and minus 14, minus 14. So in this case, yeah, this is a Riddim. So the minus 14 are really even necessary to tell you the truth. So we're not going to pay too much attention to it. Input without turn down, so we'll go minus 0.2. And then output without adjust until we start clip. Now, can delete that K clip at the last plugin. And what I'm going to do is bounce this inside the FL Studio while it play. So if you do that, first you have to get the master track, arm it for a card, get the empty track in the mixer, and we'll record to this. I'm going to right click, rename and color. We'll call this Celtic Riddim Full Master. Can change the color to actually, so let's just change the color to sky blue or whatever, don't really matter. All right, let's lock this. Then we'll go back to the beginning. Ampli from the top. So whenever stuff like this start happening, where I say one side I get the limiting and the other side not get it, then that is intermediate problem, not a fully serious problem. So there's a couple of different ways you can go through and check to see why that happen. The first one is just, turning off plugins one by one and going through the motion. So I'll do that. All right, so from what I say, the K clip is not the problem. So let's try that again. Let's delete this too. Okay, so the K clip is the problem. Turn it off and everything kind of look normal. So if we troubleshoot it, we need to go into the plugin and see what the fuck we can change. So let's change this soften to 12%. Sealing good, dry wet good. Let's put the threshold back up to 0 and try this again. That quick, problem solved. So it was the threshold that was causing that. So now if we walk into K clip, increase this from 2.8, left the soften right there, and then re-record the full now. Are we good? Sir. Need for turn off the mic. Yes, so we have the turn off the plugin in there. Full master for the track. When we listen back on it, ooh, that's fucking hot. Damn. Yeah, so what I mean by hot is one solid blob. You know what I mean? It's not very dynamic in terms of hotness. It's too fucking hot, meaning shit getting clipped heavily. But once we listen back on the monitor them, then we can really tell. But aside from that, that's the process from start to finish, mix and master. I probably just spend a couple of more hours upon it. I'm going to spend an hour upon it, hour and 3 minutes. Probably just spend a couple more hours upon it, just to fine tune everything. And you know, once I listen upon the monitor, I probably don't hear something I'm not like. But that's just how that shit go. So until next time, it's your boy Beez-DaTrackStar. Peace.